Hey everyone, Intrepid Cap here, and today we are carrying on with the second part of Chapter 4 of the personal story named Order Neophyte, where I am taking part in my first mission with the Vigil. So we are basically halfway through. There are 2 missions left for this chapter, and they are fairly quick, so today's video is going to be a little bit shorter than the previous videos. Following that, I'm just going to talk about some game systems, in-game systems. First one being combo fields, which is a thing that exists in Guild Wars 2. I'm not going to go into it in an in-depth manner at all. I'm just explaining that it exists basically. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is the Wizard's Vault, which is a in-game reward system that you can use to get yourself some extra goodies for your character. So let's dive right in. Okay, so we have, I think, 2 more parts to this chapter that we need to get through. I'm going to start that now, so we need to get over here to start the next one. Let's run down. My fire elementals will follow me. That is an NPC desperately looking for some help. Given the time of day, as you can see here, this is the server time. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
To take back Bloodgorge Watch. I never thought I'd say this, but go help those Charr.
5 o'clock in the morning, so the server is pretty quiet. I don't think the event is going to make a lot of progress unless I go and do it.
Who are you people? Commander Samuelson didn't mention an escort, and you certainly don't look like Vanguard.
We're with the Vigil. We know about the attack planned for Minister Duran. We're here to make sure you reach him in time.
An escort? I'm a soldier of the Ebon Vanguard. I don't need babysitters.
We're not babysitters. We're tourists. Traveling the same road, taking in the same scenery, and beating the ever-living crap out of the same idiots as you. You look like a fine sergeant. Are you really going to tell us where we can't go and who we can't beat up on such a nice day?
I have to get this message to the Minister. I don't have time for this. Just keep up or I leave you behind. Head out for Summit Peak, and don't slow down. So Vigil's my escort? Fine. Just don't tell the rest of the Vanguard. I'll never hear the end of it.
If I'd had a daughter, she'd be a lot like Jane. Except smarter, stubborn.
Careful. This has ambush written all over it.
Okay, so last time we found out there's a plot to murder the people negotiating for peace, and we now have to go and war.
Stay alert. Keep moving.
Just want to adjust the temperature a little bit. I feel, not the temperature, the volume. I feel like it's a bit higher than usual. Ah, Farmer was a spy.
Time to do some real damage.
Is that another renegade up ahead? They aren't even bothering to disguise their ambushes? That's just insulting.
I see a survivor. Stand the line. We have to help her.
No, we can't risk it. If the ambassador is
Too
killed,
late.
many more lives will be lost.
You'd abandon your own soldiers?
We all knew the risk when we joined the Vanguard. Duty first.
Got my skills slightly out of sequence there.
Balthazar's breath. Ogres? The renegades are stirring up anything they can find just to send them at us.
Do I have to go back and fetch her? She didn't want an escort, but she'll wait for us. Have an area with lots of dead people. Probably another ambush over here.
Ready for the next one.
Everlasting escort curse. You either walk too slow or you run too fast to keep up with the NPC that you're supposed to be escorting. This is a universal thing in games, and I don't know why this exists at all.
Officer on site. Stand at attention.
We're here. Minister Duran, sir, please. It's critical that you hear this. Commander Samuelson sent me from Ebbenhog. You're both in terrible danger.
Danger? Slow down, Sergeant. Take a deep breath and tell me what's going on.
Ajax Anvilburn and his renegades are going to ambush you. They plan to assassinate Minister Duran and blame the attack on Ambassador Steelcrusher.
Well, we can't let that happen, can we? Duran, can you fight?
Not as well as a Charr, but I can hold my own. We could take cover at Summit Peak up ahead. Having the high ground would be in our favor. The camp is a defensible location. If the renegades don't know we're prepared, we could turn the tables on them when they attack.
With all due respect, Minister, the best defense is usually a good offense. I recommend we find the traitor's base and destroy Ajax before he can strike.
The Vigil were the ones to uncover this plot. With due respect, sirs, I think we should let them decide if we choose ambush or assault.
Okay, so we have a choice to make, and I think this choice will decide which one of the two options we're going to have for the next part of this chapter. I'm pretty sure I've done the defense one before, so I'm going to choose assault this time. The High Legions have spies among the renegades. We'll find Ajax's camp and crush their little force together.
We'll head for the renegades' camp and attack with all the force we can muster. Good choice, recruit.
Okay, so we've got some jewels that we can choose from. The jewels you can also slot in your armor. I have no idea what I actually just chose there. Right, so we leveled up with that, and we get a new amulet. Precision and ferocity, vitality, condition damage, power and precision. We'll go for this one.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Let's equip. That is an upgrade. Also got a ring here, which is also definitely a big upgrade over what I am currently using. We'll replace this one. Same stats. Place the amulet. Okay. Right, we're all set up. We need to go... Oh, this is a bit of a run. Okay, so I'm going to go through here and around there so I can open up these waypoints for later exploration purposes. And I also want to look out for any... we have an event. Let's do the event. Oh.
Stay vigilant. Can't let the renegades trick us into starting another war with the legions.
That was really quick. Okay, I also need to look out for any harvesting opportunities where wood is concerned, because I've got a daily over here. Gather 15 resources with a logging axe. If I see any trees, I need to start my deforestation project. Definite shortage of trees today, though. Oh, there we go. Get some kale as well. I completely forgot to swing around here, but that's okay. Yeah. Got a feeling today's video is going to be a lot shorter than usual.
There you are, recruit. I thought you'd step. For the love of... Recruit! Talk some sense into this woman. She's more stubborn than a goat shaman.
Forgel, these are renegades. They're nothing but an unruly mob, and they're trapped in a cave with only one exit. If you seriously think this'll be a fight, then maybe you should start thinking about retiring, old man.
Watch it, soldier, or I'll old man you into the ground. These are Charr, and they know we're coming. They've chosen a defensible point, and they've had time to fortify. If you go in recklessly, you're just going in to die.
A wise man taught me there's a time for strategy and there's a time for kicking the door down. I'd listen to him if I were you.
Looks like you learned quick, recruit. Good. Now listen here, Sergeant. We're going to stick together as a unit, so we aren't picked off one by one. We go in slow and careful, and watch out for surprises. Recruit, I'm putting you on point. Tell me when you're ready to advance. Go! I'm right behind you.
Okay. So, a quick note about skills. Guild Wars has combo skills, right? And your skills can interact with each other. Some of them you'll... let's just wait for this. You can put down various fields, and you can do a combo finisher. As you can see, I've got bottom line, third from the bottom, there's a combo finisher, blast. So all my Ebon Vanguard and Crusaders got knocked out, but they're busy resurrecting each other. That's fine. So if I put down this Ring of Fire, I can use this skill to do a combo finisher. And in this particular case, it depends on the... Ooh, that hurt. It depends on the exact field that you're putting down, but it'll have different effects. In this case, the combo finisher gives me some might, which increases the amount of power that I have available to me, which increases the amount of damage that I do. And this is also one of my dailies for today.
Replenishing.
These cannons are a bit annoying.
These soldiers live and die by your word.
Wretches call yourselves soldiers?
Keep your head on straight.
Get by a queen, and mother sends assassins.
Endurance running low.
Ready for the next one.
Your blows are weak. Ill Moras is a quick dodge. I shall never be.
You were right, War Master. The renegades were ready for us.
No, they just thought they were ready for us. They couldn't stand against the Vigil.
I don't understand those renegades. It's hard to believe anyone in Tyria would work against peace. With the dragons out there, we can't afford to be divided.
Some people can't see past their own noses. It's a good thing we can. This treaty will help even the odds against Zaitan. Count on it. You did well, recruit. You learn quickly, you adapt, and you know when to put hammer to steel. I wasn't sure I'd like you when we started this operation. Amora kinda twisted my arm to take you on, said you were special. But damned if you didn't live up to every word she said. You aren't like the rest of these young'uns hanging around the Order. I'm field promoting you to Crusader, but don't let it go to your head.
I won't, old man. And thank you. It's an honor to work with you too.
Old man, huh? Don't push your luck.
Right, speak to Forgel at Vigil Keep. I've got to say, though, that the writing has improved quite a bit uh, from the first chapter. The first chapter felt kind of campy, but it's gotten a lot better, and so is the humor, obviously. Anyways, briefly back to talking about the combo fields. It's not just blast finishers that you have available to you. If I put down a ring of fire, which is a fire field, and I shoot something through the fire, that will also have an effect. And it also helps with any teammates that you might have. If I put down a fire field and a ranger puts arrows through that field, he adds the fire effect to those arrows. So he could potentially set something on fire that he's shooting just because he was putting things through my field. I am not very good at this. I'm really bad at keeping track of which combos I'm using, and there's lots of different combinations. So definitely something worth learning if you decide to go. I might try a quick demonstration here. I'm going to put down a fire field. I'm going to switch to water attunement and shoot ice shards at this hyena over there and see how that works out. So fire field, attunement switch, and doesn't work. I suppose ice and fire don't really play well together, but I got a drop, so that was nice. In any case, like I said, I'm not an expert, but it's something worth knowing if you decide to pick up the game. Figuring out how your different weapons and elements and spells can combine for different effects, and this is especially useful if you are fighting in a team. Right, and you can also share different effects with your teammates. So, as an elementalist, I can share fire auras, um, shields, healing auras, all of these different things, and most of the professions available in the game have this ability to do these things. So we need to get back to the Vigil Keep, which is oh right. So we're not going back to the Vigil's Keep in Lion's Arch. We're now going to the proper Vigil's Keep that is in Gendaran Field. So we are going to go to the closest waypoint, which is over here. Going to run a bit of a distance. So since the video is going to be so short, I'm going to be covering a couple of the things in the game, just so I don't finish in 20 minutes. And let's see, so we need to run a bit of a distance. Okay, over there. Might pick up an event or two on the way. And of course we're looking out for trees and waypoints. And I may as well pick up the iron over here. I'll just go pick up that waypoint over there as well. This will all speed up my exploration later. Oh, got some trees. We have a hero point. We'll pick up the hero point first. And the tree. I'm a little bit saddened by the fact that my fire elementals don't survive when I mount up. They get dismissed, which is quite annoying. I kind of wish that's something they would change. This is a fighting hero point.
Time to do some real damage. Well, I could outrun a centaur.
Now get out there and do some good in the
So, playing the Elementalist effectively requires a lot more actions per minute than most of the other professions. Especially if you want to use your attunements effectively. And like I've said many, many times, I don't. I love sticking in fire. I could definitely upgrade my abilities by just learning how to rotate my attunements properly, but yeah, well. If it works, it works. Vigil Keep waypoint, so we are at the Vigil Keep. This is the main base for the Vigil.
Well done, recruit. You saved the treaty between Kryta and the Iron Legion.
I hope they manage to create a lasting peace, General. We can't defeat the dragons unless both nations work together. General, may I ask a question? Ajax Anvilburn, he was your son, is that correct?
Stand down, Crusader. That's none of your...
No, War Master. I'll answer the question. After all the two of you went through, the Crusader deserves that much. Ajax was my son. As is our custom, I didn't raise him. I left him at the Farrar, and he found me again after my warband was slaughtered by a dragon. I tried to explain to him why I founded the Vigil, but he said I was wasting my time. He never really understood the threat the dragons pose. Like many in the legions, Ajax never looked beyond the Charr. I will grieve for my son, but I will not look back.
I'm sorry for your loss, General, but Tyria's safer because of your sacrifices.
Thank you. I agree.
General Soulkeeper, I'd like to request that the Crusader be permanently assigned as my partner.
That's a surprise, Forgo. Are you going soft on me?
I don't have time to break in anyone else. All right, I admit it. We work well together.
Consider yourself so assigned. Crusader, I've briefed Forgel on some options for your next mission. Speak with him, and then decide.
Okay, so the next choice we are going to make is going to decide the thread of stories that we are going to do for the next chapter. There are 5 different tribes in Tyria that we are going to choose to assist, and here everybody plays the same story out of those 5 choices, regardless of your race or any of the choices that you made when you created your character. So let's see who we are going to assist. You get 3 choices, but there are 5 in total. So let's see. Ilek, pretty sure I've done before. Skrit. I'm going to go with a Quaggan so we can do some underwater content. Amphibious race, it said they once lived in the deep ocean, but something drove them towards land. Okay, I choose to help the Quaggan.
Quaggins. Very well. I'll meet you at Lake Wormblood.
Okay, we get some new shoes.
Ready for more.
Let's exit and let's talk about some more things again.
Fun, but truth be told, it's damn scary out there.
Don't you miss your
You
war
can't
band?
save lives.
No, this is where I'm...
Let's go find ourselves a nice little quiet spot where nobody's going to chatter in my ears while I'm explaining things. Interesting, we've got some things over here. That's probably related to one of my other characters. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to do that. Let's take in the view. The Vigil Keep in all its glory. Right. So, let's talk about equipment first. Some of the equipment that you receive throughout the game, you will see do not have any stats, right? So my Blessed Steps, which I currently have equipped, have 4 stat parameters: power, precision, vitality, and ferocity. And the Cloven Hooves, which I've just received, have nothing of the sort. And some of these items that you receive, you will get to choose the stats that you want to apply to them. So if I right click and I go to customize, I will have a list of stats that I can choose from, right? There's quite a lot, and I'm not definitely not going to go into all of them right now. That's a bit too much. It'll take time. Since I'm kind of focused on power um, power statistics for the most part, I'm going to go with Carrion. Not Carrion, sorry. I'm going to go with. I usually go with Marauders for most of my characters. Let's see if it's available. So I've got power, precision, vitality, ferocity, which is the same stat set that I've got on my other set of shoes. Can't accept, and I think I'm being attacked right now. Let me just get rid of this Minotaur quickly. Very rude. Right, so let's try that again. Customize. I'm going to go with Marauder. Up here. Okay, and I can now equip boots. Change. It's the same style as the boots that I'm currently wearing, so the appearance is not going to change at all. Okay. Oh, we got a bunch of animals here. Yeah, this is definitely related to my main character's playthrough. So let me just get this tree over here. And then the next thing I want to talk about is the dailies and the weeklies and the Wizard's Vault. So I've got a list of dailies up here, and every day you'll get a different set of, I think, 4 or 5 dailies that you can do. And if you go into the Wizard's Vault over here, right, so here's all the dailies that I've completed. And, right, and you earn Astral Renown for completing this. When you finish completing your full set of dailies, there's still one left that I can do, but I don't need to. Right, I get the daily completion chest, which gives me 1 gold, 20 astral acclaim, and 1 essence of luck.
Another personal victory.
You also get weeklies that reset every Monday. As you can see, I have finished this, and it also gives you a whole bunch of rewards. And this astral acclaim you can spend on things, and I think I've already touched on this in a previous video. I've also touched on the different levels of armor and weapons that you get, right? Your base, your fine, your masterwork, your rare, exotic, and ascended. And crafting ascended, if you're not really in the mood to craft, if you don't like crafting, that can be a bit overwhelming to challenge. But it is possible to actually get ascended armor from the Wizard's Vault, ascended armor and ascended weapons. And it's going to take you a while to get a full set, but it is possible without having to dive into any kind of crafting at all. So that's definitely an option for you to consider. You also get Black Lion chest keys, usually 3. You get access to legendary weapons and some boosts and salvage kits and a couple of other things. Favorite for me is bag slots. So if you look at my inventory here, all my bag slots are full. I've got bags. And they're small bags, 8 slots, 12 slots. They don't give you a lot of space. You can craft up to level 20 slot bags, I think. But you are going to run out of space eventually. So you can use the bag slots, which usually cost you some gems. Let me just see, 400 gems to unlock a bag slot. But with that, I can do it for free. Right? Revive orb. So if you die for any reason, you can use a revive orb to revive yourself, and that's completely die, not just down, completely die. Tomes of knowledge, which you can use to level yourself up, but I usually recommend against doing this. This is just a personal preference of mine. You can get crafting materials, you can get legendary essences of luck, you can get build storage expansions if you use the builds in game, right? Build templates. You can get all of these things, and it costs you absolutely nothing. No gems, no money, nothing like that whatsoever. This is kind of the closest thing to a battle pass that Guild Wars has, and if the word battle pass actually scares you off, it's nothing like that. You don't have to, there's no fear of missing out. You can probably get most of these things just by playing normally, which is what I do. This is the last thing that I still need to get. The last exclusive thing are these weapon skins, and I think there's 7 left that I need to get. And I will get all of these just playing normally through the game without having to rush through or having to put in extra effort or anything like that. So definitely a worthwhile system that they added to the game. Right. So my next story, opening the wrong panel there, is going to be Helping Hands, right? We'll go there and we're going to meet the Quaggins and we're going to help them out with whatever their issue is. This particular story will become playable at level 50. I'm going to obviously do some exploration to get myself to level 50 before I record the next video. But with that being said, we got a nice short video this time around. But I will see you for the next one. Stay safe, and I will catch you next time. Cheerio.